Hi, I just wanted to make this short video on the deepfake technology. Now, most of us are aware of the fact that deepfake technology has been going around for years and know about it. Um, it's being used for fun. Everyone knows that it exists, but the targeted individuals, for them, it's a kind of daily targeting that we experience. And the fact of the matter is that resetting the phone or the television or the telephones not really work. So it's done from higher up forces, perhaps satellite. Um, but for us, that's basically normal to see that they're discussing your personal life in a hacked video. Um, and we are aware that is a hacked video. The police is not acting on our calls to um, breaking and entry on our computer, for instance, and that the fact that they are gathering personal information to use it against you or just to twist it into an evil form. These forces that hack us are of the evil kind. Um, and they use basically everything against you. And knowing that they are remote control of or remote monitoring, remote neural monitoring us means that they know our every feeling. They know when we are sad or angry, and they can manipulate that as easily as they can, which we have to rise above. But they also know what's in our thoughts. And once you have videos that are being connected to that part of remote neural monitoring and is being reflected on television, for instance, then that at least if you try to explain that to other people is a still not an accepted reality for most. Targets already know what advanced technology is up to and what it can do, and this is just easy. This is the deep fake technology is just the simplest form of fooling people that there is. But we as adults know it. We try to call in the police that this is happening because we see the risks and we want to get rid of that because we need our normal news network and we need the authentic work of the host to be shown to us. It is our right to information. I have had videos that were esoteric and they were just blabbing through it, etc. Just to keep you from truth. But the most part of it is to manipulate you. And with targets, it's being used to insult you, and it's connected to the host is insulting you. So you get, if you don't know, or if you are a younger person or a child even, you can groom a child to do anything. And the fact that the police is not acting on our calls that this is happening is a real bad situation, because this is MK Ultra that's being used. They hack our phones, they hack our televisions, and they do spoofing calls. They use the voices of the people we know and love. They can use the voice of the government, for instance, that is calling you to bring you down to the most negative scenario. They can influence situations on that. You can have an appointment with someone, and they can just take that voice and say that the appointment is not continuing, and so you would not go to that appointment, but the other real person is waiting for you. That can have implications on real life. Um, that's just one thing I wanted to say. The second is they can groom children with this. There could be a pedophile grooming a child and the parents wouldn't even know, but this is the way to do it. Um, the fact that they are remote neural monitoring us and the fact that they can read our thoughts, they can read and write our thoughts, but this is just a reading part. If that is connected to that hacker, that is most likely to be a third party that is either male or someone that at least holds that technology that has reached to satellites, etc. Um, the remote neural monitoring has to be a higher up military thing. That is not the hacker around the corner. And that is being attached to these deepfake technology live hacks as well. Live streams are being hacked, so it can be that a person is just changing the topic without you knowing it. And then you start to, without the author, the authentic um, show being shown to you, they can completely derive the show to another direction without you even knowing it. So you'll be commenting on that, and the host might think, what the hell is she talking about? But that's because a hacker is in between and taking the show another way. So let that be known. There's another thing that I would like to share with you in my personal experience as a targeted individual is indeed the real life hack on the phones that is happening. A reset doesn't help. Changing passwords doesn't help, so that is at least odd, to say the least. The fact that the police is not researching is odd, since it has its implications on society, as explained. The smartphone phone call and the landline phone call can be hacked. You can be speaking to your family, and all of a sudden, thank God, in my targeting experience, they started foul mouthing me in a way that you'd know this is not my family speaking. So that was a real life phone call that was hacked. But if one does not know its family member very well, or it's more manipulative, taking on the character, but subliminal more towards a breakup with the ones you love. With me, they were foul mouthing me, and so you really know if you're being called a dot 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 that it's not your family saying that. So I called back at one point to see if that was still going on and try and ask what happened. What did you experience on the other end? Because this was my experience. This happened to me. And mostly the answer is, I heard a silence all of a sudden and you were gone. So the other person does not hear the hack but gets the silent part. So the best thing is if you can record it, which is difficult because if you're on the phone, the screen recorder mostly doesn't work, so you'll have to have another cam on the side to record your phone calls, which is basically impossible to do. So I just wanted to give a heads up that that is happening as well. Just call back and reconcile with the ones you were speaking with and explain the situation. Hopefully this video will help with it. My goal is to expose as much of their tactics as I can that I know of that they use, and then seek the tech that goes with it. So there's a website that has voice samples, and if you have a voice sample of your own, you can add that and you can write out sentences and the voice will just speak it, anything you say. So you can be mean, you can be manipulative, you can send people to appointments that, or just cancel appointments that were very important to the individual's life, which can bring a person into a whole lot of trouble if you just call in with that voice and say, oh, the appointment you have tomorrow with your employer is not continuing, and the appointment is in real life very important to the person, then you know you're bringing the person into trouble. And these things happen. So be aware of that. It's out of your reach, but a heads up is good to know that they are actually doing this to bring people into trouble or bring relationships into trouble by making the person say pornographic things or being insulting to the person. Just know, call back, reconcile, and ask, this happened to me, and what did you hear on your end? That's all I can bring in to that. I'm gonna show you this part of the, as journalism is. I don't know if there is any copyright to this, but I see it as educational and journalism, to expose what is going on in society. So I guess I'll be okay with sharing this and the other one. If not, I'll hear it. I'm not backing down on showing it, but I'll use another form. So I'll just show balls and go for it. Here we go.
So card on the phone, not in your hand. Got it. Great advice. Now, the deep fake technology that had me supposedly interviewing the world's richest man to get viewers sucked into a scam. Here's a little bit of it for you to look at. Have a look.
We believe it is reasonable to claim that the experience is legitimate and that the trading application allows users to enjoy trading without any problem.
Trevor, that's supposedly me. Deep fake scams. Are they becoming a problem? I only heard about deep fake, I think, 2 years ago. Where is this coming from?
It's advanced technology. Think about the amazing technology that exists in movies. They can do so many things to bring actors into a movie that aren't actually even acting in the movie. And so that technology is becoming normalized, and it's becoming available to average citizens on the internet. And so that video is pretty good, but now imagine they add your voice properly into it. So you've got voice technology that allows me to type something and have Andrew Bolt say it. And then we've got deepfake video technology that allows me to have a face lip sync to the words that I've chosen. This is going to be the biggest problem we have over the next 10 years, because not just in you know, those kind of circumstances you've been caught in here, but in news and media. Is the clip we're running real? Or did this actually happen? And unfortunately, with the rise of social media, average people are not fact-checking the videos they share. And so newsrooms, you know, are the last bastion of actually sub-editing vision and clips and making sure that what we show is real. But that doesn't happen on social media.
Right. Sure. I'm sorry, it's going to the other one already, but let's go back to this one. Okay, so that's not working, but that's okay. You're okay to have a little look in my personal life. Because I want to show you. So the last thing he said made me laugh, because they are really researching the real news, and most people on alternative media aren't. Well, there's enough false flag situations that they did not research all that well on, and the CNN and all the other news parties are mostly about, here's what we want you to see. So that made me laugh a little bit, made me chuckle a little bit. But there you go, the deep fake technology, it's really easy, but people are being fooled and groomed, etc. Now I'd like you to take another look in how easy it actually is. So I'm going to take you to another video, and we go from there. Just a little pause, because I'm not that professional, but I do want you to know all that. So here we go, how easy it is. I do hope to find the video that an acquaintance of mine had made on the COVID situation, and on real life television, that had the, so it shows that it's not just targeted individuals, but the global community, basically, because it had a news item on COVID and Schwab's. It was in 2021, I think, and it was augmented, and she noticed it, thank God, and she captured that on her smartphone video. And if I can find it, I will upload it in a separate way for us. I've asked the question if she still has that, so I really hope she connects back to me so I can show that to you. But it had a real-time segment on the news that was about COVID and the Schwabing in the Christian community, and but in a form you would not expect. The part that she had captured on video was the part where the person said that the people of the Christian community were welcome in the church on Sunday to have the anal swab. And that was kind of an insult to the Christian community that was on television. It was augmented, it was obviously hacked, and I'm so glad that she caught that on tape. I can't find it on my smartphone anymore. I had downloaded it, but it's gone. So I really hope that she has it. We all know that collecting evidence in the digital world is the toughest thing to do because they're in our phones and they basically are messing with all our evidence that we are trying to bring out. So that's another difficulty. If you have evidence, then be swift to take it on an SD card, to take it away from your phone, because they can delete everything or alter everything or just hack and take pieces out or put pieces in. We have given them way too much power within the digital world. But okay, I'm gonna show you the video, how easy it's being done, and yeah, and then I think that will be it for now. I think I kind of said everything I needed to give you a heads up. I really hope I can get that video because it shows that it's not just our phone, it's not just our videos and real live streams that are being hacked, but the television as well. I did have a moment where on my television, the host kind of repeated that what I had said in my own home. So there's a connection there as well. So it's the internet of all things, including our bodies and the things we say in our homes. So I do hope that reset helped because I don't want them listening in to my home. I know that targets have lost all privacy and we try to fight it, but research is being denied to us. So whatever happens to me can happen to you tomorrow. So we have a little work on our plates. So I'm going to show you the video now. I kind of said all that I had to. I hope this person doesn't mind me sharing that, but I'll share the link to go with it. Like I said, mine is for educational purposes. And I think you can share all that you have to. And this has a social impact, so I'm going to go for it yet again. Here we go.
Reenactment method that works with any commodity webcam. Since our method only uses RGB data for both the source and target actor, we are able to manipulate YouTube videos in real time.
How easy that goes.
Here we demonstrate our method in a live setup. On the right, a source actor is captured with a standard webcam. This input drives the animation of the face in the video shown on the monitor to the left. A significant difference to previous methods is the re-rendering of the mouth interior. To this end, we resynthesize the mouth interior of the target actor using video footage from the training sequence based on temporal and photometric similarity. As we can see, we are able to generate a realistic and convincing reenactment result. Here we show a close-up of the footage from the previous live reenactment. The input video stream is shown on the left. Note that the target actor is re-rendered in a neutral pose. On the right, we can see the final output of our method.
It's really easy. The fact that they're hacking real life, that is a little bit more difficult.
Our system reconstructs and tracks both source and target actors using a dense photometric energy minimization. Using a novel subspace deformation transfer technique, we transfer the expressions from the source to the target actor. This allows us to obtain a modified face template of the target actor according to the expressions of the source actor.
So easy.
We now re-render the modified face on top of the target sequence in order to replace the original facial expressions.
These results are hard to distinguish from reality, and it often goes unnoticed that the content is not real.
Here we show additional live sequences where we reenact various YouTube videos.
Yeah. But imagine this to be being done to a child. The complications that can bring about with it, or disrupt a life in that way. It's really easy. And this is being, here's the channel, I'll add a link to it. So I guess you get the gist, how easy it's being done. And even with the real-time hacking, a few years back, and that's how far this already goes, I seen a tech video, and I did not, thank God, I haven't experienced that just yet, but it can be done. They attach a node to the face that follows the jaws and the bones of the skull, and these nodes are basically receivers, and they can form a layer over the face where these nodes are attached to these sensors, and that can basically place a hologram across the face. So that could be a real time when you see a person walking by and his face changes. That can be done as well. I don't know how you would experience that in real life because I haven't been there, thank God, but this is a thing they can do already. They can just place nodes just on the skin bones, etc., the structure of the person's skull, and there over that is an overlayer of a hologram. So I don't know if you hear people in the future say, I saw a person and his face changed, then that doesn't say the person is crazy. That says that he has encountered advanced technology and is being fooled by it. Well, most of this did not fool me. I felt like my intelligence was insulted. But the very fact that they continue to do so is just, it's annoying and it's disruptive because you want to go to the information that the author wants to show you, and that's being blocked. So it's also a form of not just disrupting your life, but keeping you away from information, which is a right. And they can make research real hard if they continue to do that. And you just want to go about your own ways and learn the things you want to and interact with people the way it's being authentically shown to you without the disturbers in the midst of that. So it's really annoying and insulting. So there's that. That's all I had to say for now. It's just I like this short type video that just goes straight to the core of things and give people a heads up. So it's actually a really good channel over here that has a lot for people to learn. See, it goes on. So good ones. Well, that was it. Have a good day and don't be fooled.